Okay, it's working. Up, up, up. Yes, let's go. Up. Okay, okay. So, yes, hello, hello. Up, just checking if everything is okay. On Square also. So, up, just checking if everything is okay. On Square also. Nice. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy to be here also with you again. Today we are going to see maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe many others chart, of course. You will see that it's a bit complicated in this market nowadays because most of you are bullish, but the fact is that for me the global market structure is neutral, especially on Bitcoin and other assets. Even if the main trend remains bullish, I think that we are going to see some bearish correction over time now. So yeah, let's see. Please confirm that everything is working. Just sharing the link one more time. Waiting for. We are going to start in 5 minutes. Just confirm if everything is okay. Yes, I will check Tao if you want. I will pick VIP request also first. Up. So, yeah. Up. Okay, I see big time. ED USDT. Yeah. So, yeah, the microphone is open. Just up. Okay, ENA, I closed also ENA USDT. I will tell you why. We took TP1 only, but it feel risky before the next move because I see the 0.50. That can be the next level. So yeah, feel free to comment on Square. If you have any chart requests, I'm gonna move on Bitcoin chart quickly as I updated it this morning, and also Ethereum, and then we're moving on others alt. Just up. Yeah, let's go. Tac. Up to share. Okay. And this one. Okay. So let's move on Bitcoin USDT. Yeah, as you see, I gave you a weekly update. It was yeah, I think it was around the 26th August. I called for this dump, but the fact is that the bull reaction is very weak on the 1700K. And you see also on the daily, we are gonna. This is a very bearish configuration because if you know about Ichimoku, most of reversal and breakout trend reversal happen when you have tiny cloud and steep. Yeah, very tiny cloud and steep Kumo, like this. Plus we have a daily bearish candle close with huge gap, huge breakout below the Kumo. So the momentum is turning bearish on Bitcoin, and the reaction is pretty weak, you see. So this is the daily view. What I expect to see is that if we can say we can remain maybe sideways inside this box under the SSB here, but you see this is a sell alert here, and I think that we are gonna dump to 1,400 K here on the next move. So this is pretty bearish for Bitcoin. You see the top was exactly here as I predicted a few weeks ago. If you followed my previous live stream before I went in vacation, so almost 3 weeks ago, I called for this top, and here we are. This is exactly what happened. So on the weekly basis, the 120K is a K resistance. You see, fake out here above, closed exactly under resistance, and then we started the correction. So technically, you see exactly, I call for it exactly, and look what happened. If you review my previous stream, you take the fib level between the Kijun and the Tenkan top here. You got the exact 50% fib, which is usually, if the bull trend is very strong, which is usually very good demand zone, very good area before to see a next wave upward. But unfortunately here, you see exactly we touch the level I gave you. So around 107K. So if the bull reaction is weak here, it means that if we break under this level, big sell pressure is gonna be seen, and I expect to see further correction move, more likely to test, as I said on my previous call, previous insight, 104K, 198, and if the bullish correction is strong for some reason, 93, 94, that could be the most important demand zone for bulls to confirm to stay in bull phase. Okay, and of course you have the 78, 80K lower, but it seems to be very far now to define if it will be valid or not. So overall, long-term investment for me may be safe above 78. Below 78, that would be very, very bad. And all the level here might act as local support. And the K demand zone for me will be 104, 190, 96, 94K. But overall, if we look at the weekly, we are neutral. And on the monthly, you see on the monthly also, that's why I call for, you have also a bearish divergence if you see on the monthly. So that's why market need to retrace. It's always important to look at the higher time frames to get the strongest levels, okay? And of course, this is not a financial advice. Do your own research before investing, please. So if we do the same here, you take the Kijun, Tenkan, and you see, because this area between the Tenkan Kijun is very large, even larger than the Kumo size, which is here. So it means, if you understand the fundamental of Ichimoku, it means that the market need to correct before to see the next wave upward to come, to be seen. because yeah, it's a global market structure, so I can't define exactly how is it going with the internal source, but yeah, from what I know, this should be up. If you look at 9086 and you have the golden pocket, so here, so on the monthly, that could be for me a safe move, so nothing to worry about if the market correct. And you see the 79 80k that I called for just few minutes ago. So as long as we are above this K demand zone, we are still, for me, in a bullish structure, especially if you look at the previous ATH. In 2021 at 65k, so we are still on bullish area, but you see also possible double top on the monthly, so a slight short-term, medium-term correction make a lot of sense for me before to see a potential upward rally. So that's why it's very tricky, because many altcoins started to explode because of the Bitcoin dominance, which has dumped a lot. So we saw a money rotation from large cap, especially Bitcoin cap, into some altcoin. So market may be very volatile nowadays because of this bearish move here. So 99 100k may be the best local demand zone for bulls here, and you see this potential uptrend, macro uptrend here. So if we get a safe retest and which we hold here, I'm pretty sure that we will see another leg up in the near futures, but currently it feels very risky to long Bitcoin, because the main trend remain still bearish on the H4, and this is the level I got. So I think there is a dump loading for Bitcoin. Of course, as we are still bullish on the macro structures monthly and weekly, it's likely to see we're likely to see some bullish reaction on local support, but the main demand zone currently is inside this box. As you see, each time we touched the 100k 1898 since many weeks now, multi-months, we saw a huge bull reaction. Also, this one. So likely to see we are going to see some altcoin following the bearish move on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dump, some altcoin are gonna follow, and also it's very difficult to trade because some others altcoin are going to explode because of the dominance and their own market structures. So don't FOMO, don't think that all altcoins are going to dump, because I see so many bullish token also. So don't worry, we are going to check your request together. For Ethereum now, up, just for the bullish, for the setup and validation, as I explained, so bulls must break above let's say 111k, and as long as we are hanging under this Kumo level and still below the cloud, chance to see oh, you don't see my screen. on Square. Yeah, it should work because on OBS it's working. Do you see my screen on YouTube? Is it okay? Please confirm, because I don't want to talk and explain it many times. The record will be also available on my media. Okay. Yeah, so as long as the current price remains stuck inside below the 111k, chances to see a dump remain very, very high. For me, it's likely more than 80% chance to see another bearish move, because the daily configuration looks pretty bad. You have a monthly huge rejection at resistance share. Monthly view also not overbought, I don't have the exact term, overextend trend. And you have another big level, which is it was the weekly. Yeah, you see this one, and the 115 100 up. This one, so I think it's more on the H4. Okay. Yeah, that's what that was up. Yeah, this one. So under 115.5 and 116, taking long position looks still very risky, and bulls must break above 120k on the weekly, as you can see here, which is the multi-week resistance that has not been broken by a daily candle close. So if bulls manage to close above this K level, that will surely confirm another bull consolidation phase before to see a new higher level. Okay. So I will show you Ethereum now on live. So if Bitcoin is gonna dump, Ethereum is likely to follow. Not necessary, because the structure remains still pretty strong, but I think that it's very hard to say. We are still very neutral. It's like the structure is similar as Bitcoin a few weeks ago, once it was moving up and down without direction. So Ethereum remained pretty neutral on the daily, but the uptrend is still very strong. I'm scared here because we have a beautiful double top on the weekly. So historic resistance facing double top and double mainly more likely double top also on the daily. You have also, I see a bearish divergence here. As you can see, but this is very neutral currently on the H4. As you can see, no price direction for the short term. We have no real direction, because we are very neutral. But I think that we are gonna dump to 400k, 400.5 on the next move. So if Bitcoin dump as I expect, then this setup is more likely going to be C. And also, as you can see, the main up. So okay, the H4 uptrend I see has been broken, but it's very hard to say. You see this trend also, and we are probably now retesting the up. yeah, the Tenkan, which is here on the daily. So if bulls are not able to break again above 460, 400, 4580, sorry, and 4600, then it will likely gonna be a bearish test for me here before to see the next dump. And yeah, it looks like an exact uptrend test, breakout, bearish breakout, retest before to see the next dump. And depending on the Bitcoin correction move, correction size, then I see a potential dump to 3060 and likely 800, sorry, 3600 or 3800, which is likely the main two level I have in mind in case of Bitcoin correction. So it's not that the market is not going to be in full bearish mode. The correction can be very slow, but it makes sense for me to see such a dump before breaking new high because of the macro time frame structures. So the short term here can be very tricky, and please keep an eye on level I gave you, and this is not a financial advice, okay? Yes, okay, so I can check BIO USDT, okay, big time, okay, ED USDT, okay. Let me check in my team if there is some request. Say, Rose, and FI, okay, Say, Rose, and FA, okay. And you know my accuracy. Sometimes it can be very tricky because we are very neutral, and the market move could be like that for many hours. But if you follow my analysis, I'm right in 80, more likely 80% of case, sometimes 85, and some days 100% of case. So it's not because the market is gonna dump that you should leave the crypto market. No, of course, for me it's a very good time to invest in long term. Many good projects are gonna explode once the market will find bottom. So we still have time to load some very good projects. And of course, this is not a financial advice, and my own personal opinion is to keep 80% of your bag in long term. Please do your own research on the market, especially on the fundamentals, Web3, DeFi, gaming, DPN, RWA, and you will see that most of solid projects which have been building for years are gonna see massive adoption. And this is especially in red market like this. If you place your bet on the correct asset, that you will see your portfolio grow very, very fast. And please avoid shitcoin like meme coin for long term because the manipulation is very, very huge. So let's move on the remain. Let's go for BIO USDT. I see that BIO, if I remember, it pumped a lot. If I have the Binance, yeah. Oh, BIO. Ooh, it looks like a descending structures at the first glance. Oof. Zooming on the market structure here, it looks like very bearish, but of course I will confirm with my my others chart, but I like to trade with the first intuition. And you know, I review thousands of charts. Market structure I can see in one glance. Yeah, you see, it looks pretty bad. It looks like this was a huge upward wave, which has been driven by more likely a big news. Correct me if I'm right. There might have been a big news on Bio USDT. Up, you see, yeah, likely something like this. So we broke the pattern. We saw the perfect retest. You see, that was a very good entry point here. But look at here, we had a strong reversal in trend. Here you have a big Shinku head, meaning that you had a big market reversal structure. So you had a sell signal at this daily candle close. Yeah, here you had the retest on the daily. So this is exactly like Ethereum I showed you. You see, market retested the Tenkan on the daily, then full bear mode because it was a retest of the bear confirmation. See, I will show you on Ethereum. You see here you have possibly a start of correction move. Here, if we retest the Tenkan high, then we could go deeper in the near future. But here this is even more pronounced because the volume was very huge compared to the just checking. Have a double top. Yeah, for me Bio looks very risky to jump in right now. See the golden pocket support here. I'm just checking if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row we hold above this support, but I think it's gonna be break. The main level above is 0.19, 0.1560. I think it's exactly what I said on my previous analysis on my media. But for me, yeah, the next move is gonna be a bearish correction. You see also on the H4, that's pretty bad. We are still stuck. Yeah, we are still bearish on the H4 structure, plus the lagging span is gonna break, suggesting that there are many sellers. So it means for me that it can have been a price manipulation or big news drive liquidities upward, and then you see price pumped 500% in few days in August, but at some point many viewers started to cash out, and I think it's not over yet. You see the structure is very bearish. So the goal for me now that we have a direction is to find where are the lower support. So for the exit point on the bearish side, if you take this trade, so this is not a financial advice, of course, is above this level. Okay, and now we are gonna find the lower support, but you will see we are going to see more likely another big bearish move in the next few days. Just checking. Yeah, I think this gonna be the bearish if we break. So yeah, I have this K support here. So we could see something like this for Bio for the next few days. Up. Bearish breakout of the structure. And of course, we are still on support, so we could see some slight pump here, but honestly you should not trust the bull move, except if there is an H4 candle close above 0.17 and you have upper resistance at 0.18 and 0.19. But as long as price remains stuck under 0.19, this setup should play well for me. You see, so bearish triangle looks like this with the, yeah, it looks pretty similar as this. You have also yeah, better in that. So correct me if you see something different, but honestly I think we're gonna see that, and that could be a very good setup with an H4 candle close under 0.1580, yeah, which could confirm bearish move. But yeah, in that case I'm 90% sure that we are gonna see a 15% bearish move more. You see, it makes sense because after 500% rally, seeing yeah, let's say, because seeing a 40% correction, 40% correction is not is something normal. Sometimes you have also 60% of correction. So yeah, this is something normal. Just don't be trapped at the opposite of the main trend. Yeah, so yeah, let me know if you see something similar as mine, and this could be a good setup for me with yeah, maybe spot for one leverage, two leverage, three leverage short maximum with stop loss is still large, but this setup can play very well, yeah. And of course, also I learned from a book, this can be a tips, but I don't trade with it, but it helped me to see at which point we are, at which timing we are on the market. When you have such a bearish pattern with support testing many times, what I learned from a very interesting book was that up to, and usually the market tend to, well, it's mathematics, it's statistics, but usually when you test many times a support or a resistance on the size of the trend, you see the biggest breakout happening on the third touch. So the breakout could happen very soon. Here, as you can see, we touch one time, two time, three time, and third time. And usually in most of configuration, because the traders show many setups, and he showed with statistic that in most of case it works well to see that at the third touch we saw the breakout happening. So this could be the case in that configuration. So this is just a parenthesis, just the tips that I would like to show you, to keep it in mind because it's very useful. Okay, and I also observed it many times happening. So yeah, for now, no bull pressure, very bearish. That could be a very good yeah, setup for Bio USDT. Next, please. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will move on Pit Network because it's one of my long-term bets. Okay, I showed you yesterday. Oh, this is very tricky here. Remember yesterday we got a beautiful kind of oh no, it was not yesterday, it was, yeah, we had a kind of triangle. It looks very bearish at the moment. Yeah, it looks very bearish. I will delete all the tools. This is very scary because You see something very useful in Ichimoku. You see the Kumo size here. You see, for example, on Bio USDT, it was a very clean and very safe trend, because you see the Kumo each time it's large, meaning that the trend is pretty safe. You have enough liquidity to drive the market upward. This is not one news and then the day after you see a big reversal because people are taking their profit. So here it's very, I think peak network is gonna dump, is gonna break downward. You see 3 red candle in a row, very bearish pressure despite the 50% fib support here, 0.18. I don't think it will hold as K support. We can see some short-term bullish reaction, but judging by this market configuration, I think we are gonna test the lower fib level, more likely, yeah, the 0.702 here, judging by the bearish pressure on the golden pocket here. I posted a long, I shared a long setup. The entry point was 0.1650 and the lower K support 0.15. So I think that we are gonna see this retest because there is so many sell pressure at the moment, and many early investors here are still in profit, so they are driving the price downward, and they surely want to see lower entry to invest again, because Peak Network is a solid project. Yeah, it looks like a very strong bearish accumulation here, and I see yeah, 0.16 dollars as the next bottom before to see any huge demand on this token. Of course there is some local support, but yeah, we are still very bearish, so trading at the opposite of the trend looks very risky. It's like if you hope to see bullish reaction, but the bearish pressure is still so strong, and you see the cloud size here. At the moment it feels risky to short because we are still above 50% fib support, but yeah, I can expect to see yeah, you see even on the H1 the trend remains pretty bearish, meaning that we are surely at a bearish accumulation phase on support. You have this level here that could be easily tested. So this is 5%, yeah, 0.1730, 0.16, and I will surely take a long position if we test, yeah, this, if we can retest cleanly the top of the precedent pattern here. You see, yeah, for me it makes sense to see it can be a manipulation like this. It can be something like this. The bearish pressure is still pretty strong, and a clean retest, and if we hold above, yeah, the 0.15, that will be, yeah, very bullish for the next. But currently, following the main bearish pressure on the main trend, yeah, I think a big bearish wave is still possible. So likely 10% of correction more makes sense for me. 10, 15, that's possible. But overall, it can be a bullish retest. and price manipulation. I see so many setup like that. Price manipulation, many people got trapped at the opposite, and then when they exit the market, the price explode again. So this is very, very tricky. Yeah. So that's why with Ichimoku now I trade with the H1, H4 view. I have the direction, market direction. So that's pretty cool and helpful for everyone. Yeah. See here. So short term for Pete, likely to see a bearish move. And you see this candle, you see the rejection, and you look at the very tiny size of the Kijun. Usually when you have a clean breakout, this size is very large, and you have a large Kumo also. So I don't think it's a good time for bulls right now. Just a matter of time before to see a next move upward. So let me know if you have some other view, because of course I can have wrong, but this is my opinion. And many of you, I think, will see something like a wedge. But when you are still bearish like that with such a rejection, seeing a bullish pattern breaking at the opposite often lead to a stronger move. So yeah, maybe something like this. Yeah. So that's my point of view for PIT network USDT, PIT USDT. Okay. I have a position on Ethereum, so I still also monitor it. Currently very neutral, so nothing to worry about. Next, XRP. I already did XRP. I can check BOM. Yeah, go for BOM USDT. XRP is still very neutral, but I think about a bearish move too. Yeah. So I post already my view on Ripple, so XRP, and I think that we are gonna hit 2.62, if I remember, 2.58, and more likely 2.50. So it makes sense to have a convergence on my chart because it's very difficult when you have one chart bullish, one chart bearish. So on my chart, most of alt are bearish. So Bitcoin also, Ethereum also. So I feel even more confident to see such a move. And yeah, bearish. Yeah, bearish. Yeah, so XRP looks very neutral, large cloud, but as explained, if we are unable to break above 2.95, then we are surely gonna cross the cloud here and see a trend reversal. And I gave you similar as Bitcoin, exactly the same. If we consolidate under the SSB, then a big move is surely gonna start. Also, I see a potential downtrend channel here in blue. You see on XRP with many rejection. So I gave you the K level on my social media, but I think that there is a room open for a dump toward this level, and following the trend pattern. If we look at here, next bottom can be around 2.6 or also 2.5, but overall on the monthly basis, weekly basis, we have the POC point at 2.41, 2.42. So as long as similar structure, bearish correction on the pipeline, 2.63 you see, flat Kijun, 2.50 here, but the correction could also be stronger if bulls aren't present. But overall, you have I think, you see, I didn't notice that, but look at the structures. yeah, this is pretty similar as, yeah, you see, this is a bearish structure and surely not bullish one. This is exactly the same up, you see, this is a bearish structure. Maybe, yeah, maybe we can put don't know, it can be yeah, it can be also but it looks more like a bearish structures. Many people will say it's a bull flag, but I'm really not sure here. Also, yeah, if you look at the monthly, that's why it's not a bull flag for me. Oh shit. Oh no, I deleted my okay. Okay. It's because you see, I explained it in you see the monthly view here. It was very overextend move. So same as Bitcoin, yeah, we have the K level for a correction. This one, but this one will be weak. Surely 2.63 is gonna be weak, and this one, yeah, plus. So same as Bitcoin, we are gonna see a bearish for me correction move, and this is why I think more it's a bearish structure. You see also the lagging span broke under Tenkan Kijun. We are forming a bearish angular here, ready to dump. Why not if we draw the trend? Yeah, that looks perfect here, and yeah, the next lower K level is more likely here. But again, I think that we're gonna see a bearish correction, but the difficulty is to define the strength of this correction, because we are still in a bull cycle, bull market on the monthly. So yeah, so it looks more like something like this, and if we report, you see, oh, this is so beautiful. You see, yeah, so this will be a trend to be watched, but for now I don't know if it's gonna hold or not, because there is only 2 points of contact. But yeah, you see, this is very beautiful. It's something like magic. You see, I reported this size here after the breakout of the bottom, and I get exactly the 2.00, which is the K demand zone here. So it makes sense for me to see another, yeah, likely correction to retest this zone long term, or at least 2.4, but short term 2.60 and 2.43 might also. This is an H4 view. Don't think this dump will play in 1 day. It can be a month, a monthly structures. But yeah, for the next, looks like XRP is gonna nuke. And sorry to say for holders, I just share you the best probability on the market compared to most of gurus, which are always bullish, even with bearish market structures. So this is not my case. I remain very, how can I say, focus on my chart. I don't let my emotion driving the market. Sometimes yes, because when you have a big position, of course you can be you can have a wrong opinion because of your market size position. But here it's not the case, and it looks like if you are also checking XRP with me, so tell me if you are agree or not, but the structure remains pretty similar as the one I gave you earlier. And again, it doesn't mean that we are going to see a bearish cycle. No, this can be a month of correction before to see a bull run at the end of the year. It's very possible. And also, if you look at CZ, he called also, I think, for the bearish move coming. He warned us about selling altcoin before because I think he knows something, and the chart looks like something bad is happening, maybe on the macroeconomical news. Why not a black swan event? Because I know that Europe is going to be terrible. In Europe, it's gonna be very bad. Plus also uncertainty regarding the tariff with Trump, the global macroeconomical news. So yeah, it makes sense for me to have some months more before to see the real Altseason coming. So what do you think about that? So if this support gonna fall, then it will be bad. But nothing is sure again. Ethereum, yeah, let's go. So if Ethereum, it can be a bearish structure on Ethereum. Here with a clean retest. Okay, let's see how it play. You know, as the market is neutral, it feels very tricky because you aren't so confident like it was a bull cycle or bearish cycle, because the direction are unclear. So it's even worse. It's even hard to have a good intuition. Please, the video is not visible. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, confirm that you can see my screen, or it's just a local problem for someone. Do you see my screen? And also, can you hear me loudly? Because some people complain that that it's not visible. Oh, I can go for Floki. Yeah, I like this coin. Yeah, I can go for Floki USDT. Let me know if you have problem or not with my chart. Okay, yeah, played well. Okay, very clear. Okay, so if you have problem with the live, you can refresh the page. So leave and come back, because many people say it's okay. Yeah, before I can move on Tao USDT, and then I will go for Floki. I discovered the chart with you. Yeah, you see Tao looks very bad. As I said, I won't explain it again, but daily view clearly bearish, lack of buy pressure, lagging on K support at 320. So it's gonna likely to be break with a large sell pressure if we break below. And you have descending channel also under K resistances. So for me, yeah, you see the POC point also daily at 360. So as long as bulls remain under 360.65, then I think that Tao is gonna test 280, 90, 260 and 230 as support. So for me also, this is also a bearish accumulation on Tao. Yeah, with this channel, and you have a possible lowest point as support at 280, which is a good, very strong support zone on the monthly time frames also. So yeah, for me, we are gonna see a dump. So this setup might play well, maybe within few days more, I don't know, but under the 360, the lack of buy pressure is real, and yeah, it feel very risky to keep a long position. Also, yeah, it does not look like a triangle. Is it a wedge? Difficult to say, but I prefer to give a trust on my Ichimoku line for now. And if we look at the previous, you have the golden pocket here, which could be the 280, 290, which may be tested next, and depending again on the Bitcoin bearish pressure, then if we hold here or not, we are gonna see a further dump. But overall, we have to wait for bullish confirmation on the weekly. I explained it. Tao, you see also the weekly it can break. So a weekly close tonight under 335, Kijun here, will surely valid another bearish move around toward 280, okay? And bulls for the macro time frames must close above 460. Without this, market can move sideways, inside. Why not to see sideways phase here? Can be a range structures. So I'm trying to find something which could be realistic. Why not to see a range structure here, because Tao is still a very good project. Tell me, give me your opinion, because difficult to say. We had a double kind of double top here, so why not to see bullish reaction on this K demand zone? And if we fail to hold above 277, 76, at least 78, then that will be very worst for the bulls. So please monitor the demand zone I shared, and again, this is not a financial advice. That's my view. So neutral on the current time frame, and more likely bearish like the other alt I gave you for the next move. And the time frame can be few days only here, because we are still under the local resistance I gave you for this bearish setup. That's my view. XRP is on support but can fall at any moment, in my opinion. What's next? I was on Floki, Floki USDT. And I will keep, because I have a big leverage position on Ethereum short. Of course, I can compound with margin, but I think if we are lucky to see a bearish move under this, at least 4,600. So that's why short term can be sometimes tricky, but when you have a view, it's much easier to focus on long term view. Floki structure does not look bad, as it can be a kind of falling wedge, but same, it's difficult to predict if it's a bullish pattern or if it's a descending, if it's a bearish structure, because we are still bearish on the local time frames. Also on the daily we flipped bearish, and I love to see on my line a bullish structure above support, because when you have a bullish structure and a consolidation above the previous support, this is much more easier to affirm that we are gonna move upward or not. But in that case, it feels like this one is not valid, and it feels like it's just a downtrend here. So it does not look exactly as a wedge structure. So same Floki, bearish on the daily, but still neutral. If we look at the correct lagging span, this is a neutral zone on Floki, so it can move sideways inside this box before to see the next main move, which is going to be bearish likely if Bitcoin dump, of course, because we have a lack of bull pressure at the moment. Okay, you have the lower uptrend potential with these touches here. If we look at the fib, yeah, you have the golden pocket low around this zone. It can be a bullish consolidation on Floki if we hold above this support, but the short term still very neutral. Difficult to say for Floki. Difficult to say. If we look at the weekly now, yeah, same. We lose the Kijun here. We have a local support here and here. We are on support, but support can easily be break. Yeah, if you look at the weekly structures. So if you look at the global structures, we have not even confirmed the bull reversal on the weekly, because the lagging span never went and crossed the Tenkan at least. So Floki, yeah, can easily continue to dump to visit lower support zone, because support looks weak here. We are still with a bearish configuration on the daily basis. So I will show you the lower support to monitor in case of dump. But currently, I think the best to do is to focus on this downtrend, because as long as this downtrend will remain in place, then I see no reason to expect a bull reversal. And you see the lack of bull pressure. So more likely to dump to test the lowest golden pocket bottom at 0.085, let's say at 87. Yeah. Yeah. So I see a dump on the next move, and what you have to do, I think, is to monitor the bullish reaction on the next move before to spotted any reversal, because it feels like taking a long position here under main resistances. It's usually never good to hold something like this. Yeah. And do you think it's a bullish structure here? Not sure. Difficult to say for Floki, but more likely to see a dump next to visit lower support. But overall, if the daily trend hold, we could see another move upward. Yeah. But for now, the main trend is bearish, so focus on the trend. But I will give you the reversal point. It's, I think, here. You have the upper K resistances. Up. So yeah, bulls must flip above the main downtrend. Also, this resistance 0.00 10,100, and this one, yeah, 0.0011. So as long as I think we are stuck under this one, then bulls are clearly not in control, in my opinion. So that's my view again, and this is not a financial advice. But of course, the short term is very tricky. So if there is a news, market can pump, but will surely go down again lower. So it feels not comfortable to take a short entry at support right now, but medium term, my direction is likely to play with 80% chance. Okay. And if you have any other opinion, please feel free to share your chart, because I like to see why I can have wrong and more likely correct my views. So that's it. One more chart. Algo, ETHV, Arabico. I will keep it for the next batch of analysis. I will do alt USDT, and then I will end the stream with it. Oh, what to say with this? How to trade this? How to trade this thing? Sounds like a very long-term accumulation phase. Yeah, it's very neutral. So you see the lagging span clearly inside the cloud on the H4. Lagging span moving up and down since many days now in a row. You see many alts are totally different, and alt is one of them. I will try to give you the best levels. Yeah, so it looks like we have a beautiful range here. So this is very neutral inside this box. Is it a bullish accumulation phase? I don't know. Daily, still bearish today. So if we have another rejection here on the daily, then we are gonna surely hit the range low at 0.030. At the moment it seems likely possible. Also you have a bearish structure. I will show you it right now. You see, it can be a bearish structure on the bearish continuation pattern, I mean, and you have something like this. So very neutral on this one. Likely to see another dump to test this lowest point, but I can't tell you if it's gonna explode from this area or not. I don't know much about the project because I didn't review it. I mean the recent news. Very neutral, bearish bias for me, short term likely, and to confirm any bullish breakout, you have to clear a weekly candle close above this level likely, or to see a big bull impulse above and consolidation above. So that's why it's very easy with Ichimoku to detect a bull reversal, because if you see a huge green candle daily close above this level here, then you can wait for a kind of consolidation and pullback, and the long setup will be triggered at the retest of this zone. You see the Kumo. So for now, nothing to expect, still lagging like this, but maybe you can do DCA here. Not a financial advice, from my opinion, can be to take long position on support, because it's a multi-month support, and you have also the lower uptrend. Market conditions are globally good for investing, in my opinion. So if you have confidence on alt USDT for the long term, and if you know the project, then you have a big demand zone here for the long term. But short term, there is nothing to do right now. And if we break under the 0.030, then you see the POC, the VAL demand zone at 0.026, but for now we are not in that case. likely to see a bull reaction around this level. And the short term, why not to see a bearish move here, so with a potential bearish setup, but I have to review it more in details because it's still very neutral. But yeah, likely to see a bearish move if we stay under this level on the daily basis. Yeah, so this could be a nice setup to play if Bitcoin up as expected soon. Likely to see a 10% move, bearish move. Yeah, once again, you see it happened here in few hours, 16%. So it's something very possible to see once again another bearish move like this. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for following. Before, if you have any question, I can take a few minutes to answer it. So please feel free to ask. And yeah, of course, the stream and my analysis will be available with a record on YouTube and on Binance Square. So yeah, you have my channel here. I will send you the link. Up. Yeah, so you can follow me on YouTube here, and also you can join my social media. I gave you the link here. So once again, all my content is free. I don't have a paid group because I've decided to teach you. This is more important because I learned alone everything from myself. I learned from the others, and making a paid group, so I don't have license, so also I don't have the right because my content are not financial advice, first of all, and sharing knowledge. Yeah, I will more likely move on paid content with educational one in the near futures. But for now, all my groups are totally free to access. So if someone contacts you and asks for money, please ban him and signal him, report him, and tell me. Then also to protect your phone, because there is a lot of scammers in this game. So be aware of it. And if you have some question, I'm here to answer. Quantum USDT, yeah. Quickly, because I gave you a trade yesterday, I give you a setup. Yeah, currently Quantum looks like we are gonna follow the trend I gave. Yesterday I was bearish, but I was bullish. Yeah, similar. I think Quantum is gonna explode, but short term looks not fully ready. Yeah, I'm very bullish on Quantum overall because of these market structures, and I said that if we hold above 2.6 on the daily basis, that could be a potential bull retest, exactly as Bio did. Yeah, sorry, you said for the question, can you type again please? Quantum, yeah, I'm on Quantum. Sabi, what's up? Yeah, I'm fine. And yeah, what's your question, please? Yeah, Quantum. For me, Quantum it's a bullish accumulation phase. If you look at the macro, but short term, bad rejection happened at this level. So monitor the 2.6, 2.4 level. But I'm pretty sure that when the market is gonna stabilize, then we are gonna break above the previous levels. And if you look at the weekly structures, similar, we are still we are likely to range inside this long-term weekly box. But yeah, this is the middle of the box. Of course, we got some rejection, but I think that there is a potentiality, pump potential for me here to visit this upper range, kind of range structures, likely above 2.4 and 2.6. So for a spot bet, it looks possible for me. But yeah, if we dump under this support, that will be troublesome for bulls. But globally, Quantum looks very resilient against market structures, market dump, Bitcoin and others. So yeah, I think it can be a bullish retest, but not confirmed fully yet, because we are under the 3.7, 3.65 K resistance that we must clear first. But it may be a good buy zone, demand zone here on Quantum USDT. Up. Okay, you have also this kind of trend, but short term looks very neutral, likely bearish for the next move. Yeah, maybe something like this, but sorry for the yesterday's setup, which have been invalidated despite 6-7% move potential. Feel risky now. Yeah, why not to see something like this? Okay. No. Yeah, it can be a good setup here with bull retest if we hold above support mentioned here. But it looks like, if Bitcoin fall, we are going to see a short-term sell pressure, of course, on it also. But pump potential remains very high for Quantum. Solid project. Market cap around 300 million, not so high. And pump potential remains very high for the medium term. But short term looks like we are going to follow this kind of channel. So my yesterday setup got invalidated for the short term, but medium term can be valid. So if you did a spot, you could DCA, in my opinion, if you have some balls, and of course do your own research and don't invest money that you can't afford to lose. This is very important, because I know that my lines are very accurate, but it's trading and no one can predict each time what could happen. Okay, so I will end the stream because I have many things to work on. I take your chart. So for the last batch of analysis, 3 USDT, I will review Co also, Anon, APT, Bio, I did it also, Rose, Pit, I did it, Co-USDT, IPT, Anon. Okay, so I will pick your comment and work on the next batch of analysis with it. And thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the content, and see you soon. And review my stream if you want to learn my strategy on Binance Square and on YouTube. I gave you the link up, which is just here. And see you soon. Thanks. Bye. See you.